Hey guys, it is knock on the door frog full blown out frog season down here on Chickamauga and other parts of the country. One thing I've been doing is you can see I got frogs spread out everywhere. I've already went through a couple boxes of them, but I'm preparing them for this year's frog season. It's really coming around the corner. But I want to kind of give you a quick tip of one thing on how to take care of your frogs and how to change the skirts on a frog. It's something that's pretty easy to do. Things run $10 to $15 a piece, and the skirts, they get matted up and everything. Um, so, from year to year, you've got to replace some of the tails on them. And if you don't, then you're going to, it's like a couple of these right here, that tail's all dried out and wrinkled up. It's just it lasts a year or two, depending on how well you take care of them. So what I do is I'm going to use this scum frog here for example. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll take my scissors, just cut the one end off the legs of it, take that, pull that tail on out of there just like that right there. All right, here, this and here, don't know where that's cool. But anyway, so once you pull the tail out of there like that, what I do is I'll take that frog and spin it around. You be careful don't get stuck with the hooks. And I'll spin that hooks around just like that. And the reason I do that, because if not, you're going to have those hooks right there where you're going to be working and pulling that new skirt material through the frog, and it's just less chance of getting a hook in you, okay? So that's what we got. So, and also a lot of times, I might buy a frog. I may not like the color of the tail that's in the frog. I like the body of it, but I want to change that tail color so I can, go with different colors. I've got a whole box full of skirt material here, and I've got just a regular flat material like this right here. These tabs here I've ordered special long. They work out real good for retying for the frogs. But then I got the round rubber too, and I use both of them. Sometimes I'll do a mixture of them, and that's probably what I'm gonna do with this one right here. This frog here is, it's black, and and it's got some white swirl in it. I've done real good with a black frog with a black and white skirt in it, and I don't know what it is about that combination, but it catches a lot of fish. So a lot of times I'll change a lot of my frogs out that way. So what we're gonna do is I'll just pull up some of my living rubber. And you want to kind of cut this a little bit long because you got to tie a knot in it. All right, so got me a piece cut off there. And I'm not going to use the whole tab, okay? Because you get too much material in it. You can't, once you tie a knot, you can't pull that knot through the legs of the frog, okay? You can't pull it through the legs of the frog, and it makes it really hard. So I'm going to take probably about half of that. And then I'm going to get one of my white tabs right here. So I'm going to hold them up together like that. And then I'm going to go right in the middle of it. I'm just going to tie this knot. Don't be trying to stretch this out when you're tying a knot in it, because you have to tie it loose, because I'm telling you, it'll mess it up. Just like that right there. Slowly pull that together. Pull it tight. And I wet it. And then I'll pull it. Then that's when I'll put pressure on it. You see how it snaps into a smaller knot? You guys just put enough pressure on it to make it slide up together. But wet it before you do it, or use some kind of silicone spray so that knot will slide up good and tight. All right, and what I've done is I've made me a little tool here out of a piece of wire, spinnerbait wire. We'll have a picture of this on it, but I've taken my needle nose pliers and I've bent that around where I can stick my skirt tab in it and pull it through the frog. And that way it won't poke the frog itself, okay? But we'll have a picture of that in there. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and stick that through the legs of the frog, just like that right there, guys. You see that? All right, now I'm going to push that up through there and get that started just like that right there before I put my skirt material in there, okay? I'll take these two tag ends. I'm going to stick it through that loop just a little bit, okay? You don't want to pull it all the way through. I'm going to pull that up tight like that right there, okay? And then you can wet that or use silicone spray. Then I'm just going to use this tool to pull that material through those legs. You know, like I said, you be careful with it and don't get a hook in you there. It popped through just like that right there. All right, you see where that knot's right there at the bottom of that leg, the frog to go through. I'll wet that again right there. And this is the part you want to be careful with and not get a hook in you, okay? I usually just pull it enough to where that's going to pop into the bottom of the legs, guys. See what I've done right there? That knot's inside of the frog, okay? You just got to be careful with it. Pull it real slow. And you don't want to pull it real hard because it'll pull it all the way through, and then you got to pull it back in the other way. So once I've done that, I'll take my scissors, cut the tab ends of these right there. Now this other one's a living rubber. So what I'll usually do is just take and pop them just like that, guys. Just spread them apart. Just like that. I'll do the other side. I'll just pull them where they snap free. The material's made to pop loose. You can order this material on a lot of different websites. Find it at some of your local tackle stores that carry, skirt tabs. You can search online, but there's a lot of places you can buy this. So then now I've got my new skirt in there. I'm going to spin the frog back around where it's in position, where it's still going to be weedless when I'm fishing it. Hold that up there. Trim those tabs just like that. All right, and you can see right there, guys, I got a brand new tail on that frog. And I got my black and white combination, that I've always done so well with, and I really like it. It's going to look real good with that frog itself. All right, so after that, and of course, I got I got probably 100 frogs in here. I don't know, I got 50 or 60 anyways. But anyways, I'll put them in the box. And one tip to make these things last longer, you guys, is just buy you some baby powder. I usually get this at Walmart or something, and just sprinkle you some powder in there on your frogs. Okay? You can't really have too much, but you don't get crazy with it. And that right there, what I'll do is a lot of times I'll put all my frogs in there. I'll close it up. Especially if you've never done this before. Shake that box up, get that powder all over those frogs. Let me find the one I just threw in there. And that powder keeps, it helps keep that skirt from sticking, okay? So this is something y'all can do. You can sit around, watch YouTube like I do, and fix all your frogs and stuff when you got spare time. And hopefully this guys will help you guys take care of them frogs, because when these things are $10 to $15 a piece, you want them to last as long as they can. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like this video. Share it, and we'll see you on the water. Thanks, guys.